What's going on, people? Welcome to the player ratings. It's not welcome actually, because I'm not happy that I'm having to do this, so it's not a welcome at all. This shouldn't take long. This shouldn't take long. Andre Onana. He didn't do anything wrong actually. I thought his distribution was good. He made some decent saves where he should have. The goals that we conceded, I haven't seen them back, but by watching them in there, wasn't really his fault, to be honest. I'll give him a 5. Still conceded 2. Dalot, probably one of the better players today, I would say. I would give him a 6. He was only one of the ones trying. He was physical, hit the post in the first half. I didn't quite get the tactic of him inverting the whole time. That didn't really make sense. But I'll give him a 6. But slim pickings, and at fullback we're absolutely in huge trouble really. So that wasn't great. Let's get to the centre backs. Varane and Maguire. Maguire actually was maybe lucky to stay on the pitch really with that yellow card. But in terms of how he defended, for most of the game he was aggressive. He was stepping in. He was trying to make things happen, but other times he got absolutely caught out. Look at the end, not quick enough to obviously keep up with Traore, which is going to happen all the time. He was wrestling and trying to fight Muñoz quite a few times. Sometimes he won the duels, other times he didn't, but he scored a goal that got us back into the game. And actually, when we had absolutely no presence up front with Marcus Rashford and nobody there, we found ourselves with Harry Maguire furthest forward sometimes, holding up people in the box. I'm like, how? Why is that even happening? But I'll give him a 6. Wasn't great. Varane, too many passes sideways, too many passes backwards. Defended okay, but again, the biggest problem for us, it was in midfield and not looking after the ball and there being massive gaps. And then up front, because there's no Rasmus Højlund, there's no focal point up front as well, which I just don't understand. But I'll give the Phantom he's getting a 6 today as well. I'll give him a 6. Left back Lindelof, mate. It's difficult because obviously it's not his position. He's just trying to fill in there. He's not going to bomb on forward. He's not going to go on overlapping runs. He's not going to swing balls in with his left foot. He's not going to cross from coming in from the left-hand side. He's literally just got to be a body and do things simply, which is why every time he gets it, he is going to go back or he is going to go infield. But he's just trying. But he's not good enough to play there, is he? Really? I'll give him a 4. Casemiro had to come off. Even when he was on, I look at Casemiro as someone who's so experienced and he's supposed to be helping Kobbie Mainoo through these games, and it just isn't happening. He's not protecting him, he's not shielding him, he's not setting a good example for Kobbie Mainoo to learn off. He's getting run past, he's getting dribble past. It's just not good enough. Can't pass the ball half the time. Sometimes the only thing Casemiro can do well is when the ball comes into him, he'll hit that first time round the corner ball or over the top, and someone can maybe get in from it. But other than that, his normal play in terms of getting it on the half turn, getting us playing, isn't really there. So I'm gonna give him a 4. Kobbie Mainoo tried. What could he really do? Bit of an average game for Kobbie, to be fair. Couldn't really get on the ball. The setup just wasn't there for him. So I'd give him a 5. Bruno, mate, it's hot potato football. Honestly, like, as quickly as he gets it is as quickly as he wants to give it away for most of the game. Now, towards the end, when he started having shots and we started working out that Leno was going to parry everything, you know, he was a bit more effective then. When you put him out onto the right, I just don't understand the thinking of that as well, because you know you're just not going to get anything from there. And most of the game, he was absolutely shocking in terms of the way he just kept giving away the ball. You know, if you're the captain, you're the leader, when we're going through tough spells in the game, you're the one who's going to be, we're going to look to calm us down. You're the one we're supposed to be looking at to say, okay, I'll tell you what, I'll get us playing. Just not performing like a captain should in those tougher moments. 4, again, poor. Up front, I think Garnacho was probably the brightest out of all of them. He was the one trying. He was in the first half. He had a couple of shots on target. He forced a couple of corners. Second half, I think Fulham retreated a little bit. They went to a back 5 as well, especially later on in the game, and he found it more difficult. But he kept going and kept going and kept going. I'll give him a 6, but in terms of overall, you know, there's not many, and there's no one who's going to get higher than that. Right-hand side, Amari Forson found it tough at times. Got on the ball here and there. but couldn't really impact the game. I don't know why he was playing on the right. Didn't make any sense to me. I'll give the kid a 5. He tried, but it just wasn't working, and I just think we should have changed it much earlier. It just didn't make sense. Rashford up front, non-existent. Didn't do anything, did he? Didn't press. Didn't occupy the centre halves. Didn't make good runs in behind. 3, just really, really poor. I could even give Bruno. In fact, I'd probably give Bruno a 3 actually as well. No one think about it, because he was equally as bad. The substitutions that came on, Scott McTominay, Eriksen. Scott McTominay, look, his best position right now is as far forward as you can get him. Not, you know, in the actual midfield. The build-up's not really going to happen from him, and he's a goal getter. He can get us goals, but he didn't manage to do that today. I'll give him a 5. I'll give him a 5 because it wasn't amazing. Eriksen, especially when he first come on, the lack of physicality that Eriksen has is just so alarming. He just can't win duels, can't win his 50-50, can't win tackles. He's just got no legs. He's got no bite about him. That's not the type of player he is. We need to be on the front foot. We need to be secure to have Eriksen playing, and we're anything but. And we're going man for man in midfield with people who aren't good at winning duels. It doesn't make any sense. No impact from him. Towards when it was 1-1, he started stroking it about to get the ball forward quickly, but not great. Not great. Maybe I'll give him a 2. Wasn't great. Well, I'll give him a 3. Who else came on? I'm trying to think. Was that it? Oh, Ahmad. Ahmad came on at the best of the bunch, to be honest with you. I was only on for about 12 minutes, 15 minutes, and just kept the ball well and just did things right. So yeah, I'll say that. I'll give him a 6 for how little he was on the pitch for, but he has to play more. He absolutely has to play more. And I think that was about it, substitution-wise, wasn't it? Oh, Anthony came on, and that's an NA. Erik ten Hag, I think he got it all wrong. Tactically, I know, listen, there's no Rasmus, and I know there's problems at left-back, but just the decision to not keep, excuse me, the front three as stable as it could have been, i.e. keep Garnacho on the right and Rashford on the left, to interrupt that and put Rashi up front. We did it against Forest, didn't work, and we saw that again. And if we do it against Forest again, coming up, we're going to get absolutely slapped. And it's just the reality. It's just the reality of it. So I'm going to give Ten Hag a 3. Got it all wrong today. Even when he did make the subs, you know, Ahmad on too late, Bruno out to the right. Didn't take Rashford out of centre forward for pretty much the whole game. A couple of times in the first half he stopped with Forsum, but really it wasn't for long enough. And Ten Hag to not see that is that's criminal today. So yeah, he's going to get 3 for me. So that's my player ratings. Awful, crap. I'm out of here. Peace.